Nadia, how did you get more backgrounds on
Okay,
yours?
guys, y'all are about to go live.
Okay.
Okay,
I didn't
well,
know that, but you can keep talking.
so we
But
just close
Nadia,
it.
you're not alone. I am too. It's okay. We got
Well, I guess I just
Nadia,
won't.
how did you get more
oh, this
backgrounds?
is good.
Okay,
Oh,
y'all are about to go live.
oh, we can hear it.
But you
But you can keep talking.
Wait a minute.
Nadia,
Let me
you're
just
not alone.
finish
I
it.
am too. I guess I just. Nadia, how did you get more
Oh, this
backgrounds?
is good.
Now I'm nervous.
Wait a minute.
Nadia, you're not alone. I am too.
Okay. Let me see. How do I turn this down?
Nadia, how did you get more
Oh my God. Oh, and what do we tweet? Should we, or not tweet, but share?
Oh yeah, good question.
Is there a way to screenshot this, what we're on the computer?
I don't know how to screenshot my computer.
I think it's Shift Command 8 or 3, Nadia, on the Mac. Should take a screenshot.
we're on?
Shift Command 8.
I think it's Shift Command 8. If it's not, it's Shift Command 3. I never remember which one it is.
Okay, I'm not gonna do it then because I don't want to mess something up.
Hello.
Nadia, on the Mac. Should take a screenshot. We're on
Shift Command 8.
I think it's Shift Command 8. If it's not, it's Shift Command 3. I never remember which one it is.
Okay, I'm not gonna do it then because I don't want to mess something up.
Hello. Nadia, on the Mac.
Okay, guys.
Shift Command 8. Shift Command 8. It's Shift Command 3. I never remember which one it is. I'm not gonna do it then because I don't want to mess something up.
Okay, guys. I'm about to start it. Please share the link with all your friends so they can come on. I'm gonna mute though. So we can start 5, 4, 3, 2.
Hey, everybody. Are you guys
Hey,
excited? Hello, everyone. Welcome to our very first episode of Just Lay Live. Woo!
Woo! Yes.
That was the applause. I hope you heard it. It was a crowd. There's a lot of them out here with us because we out here. So welcome to our first episode of Just Lay Live. My name is Deborah Elena. I am a singer-songwriter, and I'm also a contributor for Just Slay, our online magazine, but I know our other hosts will tell you more about that. But I just want to welcome you one more time to our very first Just Slay Live podcast. And let me tell you about I'm not going to tell you, I'll let them tell you about themselves, our other amazing host. Nadia, tell us about yourself.
hi y'all. I'm Nadia. I'm the spiritual take editor of Just Slay, and I'm so excited to be here tonight. It's going to be amazing. Go ahead, Sarah.
Hey everybody, I'm Sarah Grace. I'm the arts and entertainment editor for Just Slay. Just Slay launched just recently on March 2nd this year, and we held a very successful virtual launch party for the launch of our magazine. I am so excited. I don't know, did I say I was the arts and entertainment editor already? I'm so excited. I can't stop talking about it. Thank you everyone for being here. Thank you everyone who attended our virtual launch party. It was so much fun, and it was so great to celebrate with you and see all your lovely faces. So I hope some of you are in attendance. If you are, shout it out in the chat. This podcast.
Okay. Let's start all the way over.
Okay, we're starting over. Okay.
Yeah, because I forgot to press record.
Well, that was a rehearsal.
Oh, Jonah, on the link tree, the YouTube channel is going to Just Slay Editor.
Ooh, okay. Well, I'll try to change that when I
Yes, I'm just because I was clicking it just to look at it right now.
Let me go try to find that real quick. It's on my other phone. Hold on.
Uh-oh. I gotta find Just Slay. I was trying to watch it live, muted on my phone.
Wait, is this one not going live to YouTube?
I
I
don't
thought
know.
it was because it says live on YouTube. I thought it
Yeah,
was.
I just
Are
Well,
we on
sometimes
YouTube?
Something 4 people are watching. Are we on
yes,
right now?
it's currently named Jonah's
Yeah.
personal meeting room.
Yeah, we are
You
live.
might
Yeah,
want to
we're on
change
right
that.
now.
I can
Hey,
see it.
There are 3 of us watching. It may be just us,
It
so
may
I'm
be
gonna
us,
share it
so
with
that's
people.
Yeah, please share so more people
Yes.
can start watching.
Let me see. What's the button? This is where.
Oh my gosh, I can hear myself.
Yeah, I just turned mine down. Sorry about that. Don't want the volume. Just need to see. How do I share this? Help me. I'm trying to
The 3 dots. Are you on YouTube? It'll be the 3
Yeah,
dots.
I ain't got
I
no
dropped the
dots.
link in-
There they go. There they
I
go.
dropped a link in. Oh, hold on. I don't think they hear me.
I got it.
Can I share it on like social media? Guess not.
Oh, can you share it on social media?
Yes.
I'm
thought
gonna
it
tweet it
was-
right now.
I'm putting mine on Twitter.
Oh, it still says Jonah
On
Manette's personal meeting room. You want to change it
It
to
does.
Just Lay Live podcast? Cancel.
You all can't hear the TV in the background, right?
Drop the link in the Facebook chat. Okay, hold please. No, I can't hear your TV.
It's in a different room, but
Can you hear my background?
mm-mm.
I don't hear anything.
Yeah. Why is it John? Okay, well then this is what we're sharing. So are we all sharing the one from the Facebook?
Can you guys hear me?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes.
Yes.
Share the link, not the Zoom.
Yes.
The
Yes.
link. Okay.
But the YouTube says Jonah.
Are you serious?
Yes. It says Jonah and that's meeting room.
You can go into the live
I can
stream and change that.
Yeah, I can change that. Or can I?
I'm gonna go on Facebook real quick.
But that's really not something we're gonna focus on because they have Just Lay Live at the end, so we have to like literally start all the way back over. And
Oh, okay.
That's fine.
That's fine.
Sounds good to me.
And let me just share this link on my Facebook.
I know I'm doing it right now.
let me see if I can change it. I'm not gonna do that because I don't want to mess anything up. Okay.
I wish I had enough followers on my Instagram to do a swipe up link.
How do you put it on
Ooh.
your Instagram?
You can just put it in your profile, but you can't do a swipe up unless you have like 10,000 followers.
Oh, okay.
Because I wish. If only. Those
If
jerks.
only. If we put all of our friends together, we might be close. No, I'm just kidding.
I think you can if you Snapchat, you can do it on your. I think you can do a swipe up
Oh,
on your
you can do
Snapchat.
Snapchat? Oh,
I
let
think
me put,
so.
let me put my little Snapchat. Okay, I got like 5 friends on there.
I just deleted mine, but I know Snapchat allows. I think it allows anybody to do a swipe up.
Really?
I think
Oh,
so.
I have not. Oh, everybody. I sent it in a couple of groups, and they're already. I'm like, wait, don't. We're redoing it.
Don't watch us, but watch us.
But watch us.
That's funny.
Well, just in case, are we still live? We're still live on YouTube, so I guess we
there's-
can talk a little.
Yeah, I mean, there's not a whole lot of.
I'm
people
about
on
to
here yet.
start recording.
Okay.
As soon as I do action in the chat, y'all get started.
Okay.
So we're just gonna
Okay.
start over.
About to go on mute too as well.
Nervous. Yeah. Oh, I should have shared on the Instagram.
Me too.
I mean, on the Just Slay.
Well, welcome everyone to the pre-show.
Did we just start?
I don't know.
We're
I was very
recording.
scared. I was
Oh,
like,
we are recording.
Yes.
girl, I'm Instagramming. I'm trying to tell folks to get out of here.
She hasn't said.
Hey, everybody. We were welcome everyone to the very first episode of Just Slay Live. Just Slay, the online magazine's podcast form of magazine realness. We are excited to have you here tonight. My name is Deborah Elena. I am a singer-songwriter and also contributor for Just Slay magazine, and you are going to enjoy everything you see here tonight. But let me pass it over to my other hosts so they can tell you about themselves. Go for it.
Hey y'all, I'm Nadia. I am the Spiritual Take editor, and I'm so excited to be here tonight. It is going to go down. It's going to be on and popping. So welcome. Woo woo. Go on, Sarah. Go ahead, Sarah.
Hi, everybody. I'm Sarah Grace. I'm the arts and entertainment editor for Just Slay magazine. And just to give you a little bit of history of Just Slay, it's an online magazine that launched this year, March 2nd. We had a very successful virtual launch party, and it was wonderful. If anybody in the audience right now who was there to celebrate with us, it was so wonderful to celebrate with you. It was wonderful to see all your lovely faces. Thank you for being there then. Thank you for being here now. I just want to say that this podcast is an extension of our magazine. We'll focus mostly on current and trending topics. So I can't wait to see you here more often. We have a great show for you tonight, and let's go on to, well, I guess the big news. I feel like I should not be the one to talk about the big news. I'll let one of you ladies go with that.
You want to take it, Nadia, or you want me to take it?
Sure, I can take it.
Go for it, girl.
Today we found out that the verdict was in, or is in, and I feel that George Floyd is getting justice, because we saw that there were I can't even get my words out. Derek Chauvin he was charged 3 counts. So so I mean, I think that.
Go ahead.
Oh, I was just gonna say, so I think that today was a proud moment in history, a great moment, a milestone in history for this case. And so I am so thankful and so grateful that, George Floyd is able to get justice. So
amen.
I believe there's going to be more to come as far as like sentencing. I mean, what are your thoughts, Deborah?
Can we just take a moment and have a collective sigh of relief for the justice? Because I tell you what, even this morning on my walk today, because I'm trying to get my fitness. Even on my walk today, I was praying about this, and I was just like, Lord, I pray for justice, I pray for discernment, I pray for courage for these jurors to really do the right thing, and I pray for the safety of these families, because me and my sister were talking about today, Derek Chauvin's family. Their life is changed by his ridiculous, hateful, careless actions. Their lives are forever changed. The threats are probably not going to stop right away.
Right.
And, they, in the same way that George Floyd's family lost someone, now his has too. So I just prayed for everybody today, and I am just thankful. Honestly, I felt like justice was served. I felt like we have some accountability, at least a start of accountability for our justice system. And honestly, my thought was, God, thank you for your mercy, because we needed it today. I feel like there's been so much death in the past couple of weeks, and it's one of those like, how long? And so today was like,
like a milestone, we're finally getting somewhere, even if it's just a little bit. Even if it's just a little bit, we're finally getting somewhere. So I agree.
So that was good. The relief of it all. Anyway, that's my thoughts. Your thoughts, Sarah? What you think?
Same. I couldn't see it go any other way. Like, if they did, then it really, like, what would that mean? If they didn't give him at least one of the counts, but getting all 3 counts is amazing. And
I agree.
Yes.
It's accountability for what happened, and not throwing it under the rug. And I'm seeing this as like obviously a very fair-skinned Latina woman, but still like just to see that accountability. Yeah, I definitely was holding my breath when they said they had a verdict so quickly. I was like, oh, good. And then I immediately was like, oh my God, they better convict him. That's
Yeah.
like all I
Wouldn't it
could.
have been crazy if they had a verdict and it was like, yeah, not guilty, we're good?
Yeah.
Like,
I don't know. I don't
It would have
know.
been crazy.
talk about a flashback to the 50s and 60s. Like, I would have cried. There would have been blood in the
Yes.
streets. Like,
Yes.
It would have been horrible. Yes. So I'm so exactly. Your sigh of relief point is exactly right.
Amen.
Yes. So
Yeah.
What else
thank
is going
God.
on, y'all?
Well, I've been reading our magazine.
What?
And I know
Okay.
we kind of went from a heavy topic to another heavy topic. But Archela's beautiful piece on the border, the title of the article, was
Yeah.
really, really moving, and it was really good. And I just like there was a quote that I wanted to give, or like from her article, where she said it's not so much that there's a crisis as there are cries for help at the border. And I thought
That's good.
that's exactly how I feel. Like, we can label it a crisis, whatever, but then it dehumanizes it, and we really need to remember the humanity of what's happening. And
Yes.
these people, they're refugees. They're not
people.
like exactly, they're
Yes.
people, and it's not numbers. It's not just like a flood of like aliens.
Random-
I mean, it
Right.
sounds terrible, because we really, if we're listening to the gospel, we're supposed to be welcoming the alien,
Yes.
but alien
Yes.
sounds so alien, and it
Mhm.
dehumanizes people. So
Exactly.
it's so sad. And then even the word immigration, it's
Mhm.
not a bad word. It's just that immigration implies you're just making a choice to move somebody somewhere else. That would be like if I decided to immigrate to New Zealand. I'm not leaving anything bad behind. I mean, I am, but you know what I mean? Like,
Right.
it's not like I have to. And these are asylum seekers. They are
Yeah.
they
Yeah.
literally have, or at least really feel there's no other choice, even if the US isn't their last stop.
Right.
So it's very similar to like when we see like the Syrian refugees, or like any other refugees that go to like Europe, and it's the same situation. I mean, it's a similar situation, just on different continents. And I think really putting that humanity back there is so important. And
Yeah.
that, and there was another quote that really got me, which she was like, it's sad that in this situation, their politicians would rather waste time trying to label the situation, rather than come up with real solutions.
Right.
And that's what breaks my heart. Like, we're fighting now because now there's too many, and like the policies they're bad. They've been bad for a while.
Right.
And it's just, we need to really focus on the people.
Yeah.
And I understand you to use policies to like work with this, but it's like they're people, and it is. Oh yes. So beautiful work by Archela Riley, our news and politics editor. Did you all have any articles you wanted to share?
I did actually. Marjorie Bowden, I really loved hers. Hers was about unforgiveness. Hers was entitled "Don't Drink the Poison." And I had a quote that I wanted to read also that stood out, because I think unforgiveness is something that's very, very, a lot of people deal with it, you know what I mean? And so one of her quotes, it says, the sad thing is we are self-disintegrating ourselves when we imbibe the poison of unforgiveness. We are killing ourselves when the one who caused the hurt has moved on and forgotten or totally disregarded what happened. And so I was thinking, when we don't forgive others, we're essentially hurting ourselves, not the other person. And those feelings of hurt and anger can sometimes even lead to health problems. And it's like, do we really want to create those issues for ourselves? And don't get me wrong, like to forgive someone, it's challenging. Like it's hard to do, especially, like if there's, serious things involved, whatever that is, I mean,
100%.
something serious, And so, but I don't know. I just think that we've got to forgive. We've got to find that way. You know, we've got to ask God, God, help us. Like, it's hard, but Lord, like, help us to just forgive, because it just creates, you know, health problems. I mean, you know, heart attacks and stress and all of that. And, you know, and then if you look down to the root cause, it's like, okay, well, because so-and-so didn't forgive so-and-so, you know, so now they're laid up in the hospital, or they have to take medication or whatnot. So I know it's hard, but, you know, it's something definitely, you know, that we got to do. What about you, Deborah? What article moved you?
I mean, the thing about, one of the things I really love about our magazine, and I'm shouting us out and tooting our own horn, toot. I feel like our whole the whole magazine is something from every walk of life. You see something every which way. I actually really enjoyed it. It was a little while back, but the article Sarah wrote on Selena. Just because, one, as a kid, like, I only knew about Selena after she passed away, but then we watched the movie with Jennifer Lopez, and so we kind of just felt like we were connected to her life. And then we moved to San Antonio, and it's like, that's half her whole thing. So it just, that sort of thing, just seeing the connection. Like, we are just about we're just about whatever is going on. And I just appreciated, like, that sort of thing about our articles. I wrote one on DMX. Jonah wrote one, tribute to her mother. Like, we just write, and we just share whatever is going on in the world, whatever is going on in our worlds. And I think it's something that anybody can get into. So I didn't have one particular article, because I just feel like we got a good magazine. You need to read the whole thing.
I agree.
Okay.
And speaking of people like reading things and doing things, have y'all seen, I don't know if anyone's noticing, but I'm just kind of peeking at the comments here on our little YouTube stream. Hello, everybody. Thank you guys
hey, y'all.
for coming and hanging out with us. Yes. And a lot of them are telling us that we look pretty. And so I feel like it'd be a great time for us just to pause for a moment and pose and be pretty. 1, 2, 3. Okay. And if you feel pretty, you can go ahead and put your pretty girl rock in your comment, because we would love to see it. Tell us about what you got on today, and how cute you are, because we know you are. All of you are beautiful, and we appreciate you being here. So what's going on next? I think, you know what I want to do? Can we play a little game?
Yes.
Okay. So here's a simple game. I need you to guess the movie quote. I'm going to quote a movie, and you're going to tell me where it's from, since we're supposed to be doing this whole movie themed thing, right? Exactly. Oh, wait, but before I do that, so I'll give you a second to think of your movie quotes. While you think of your quotes, let me tell all of our visitors here, all of our viewers on our podcast today, you can follow us. If you're not already following us, please follow us on all of our social media. We are at Just Slay Live on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. So get into it, get into us, like our posts, and be our friend, so you can be your friend back. And also, if you have not subscribed to this YouTube channel, now is the perfect time. Subscribe. You can just, it's somewhere on the bottom. So click on that, and you can even do the dings, get the ding bell for notifications about when we post again. So you can always watch our live stream for this podcast and just be a part of the whole Just Slay movement. Get into it. You're going to be loving it. So I hope you have a movie quote. Want me to go first?
Yes.
Okay, I'll go first. Okay.
Go, girl.
So my quote is probably, well, I think you should get it. Should I act it out or just like say it?
Oh, if you want to act it out, I think you should definitely act it out.
Yes, do it, girl. Ready and scene.
I'm not a smart man, but I know what love is. Name that movie, girls.
That's good.
It's like my favorite quote.
It's not Forrest Gump, right? Is it?
Ding,
is
ding,
it?
Ding, ding,
is
ding,
it?
Ding, ding. Yes, that's Forrest Gump.
Hey, girl, hey.
Okay. All right. Well, you go next since you got the answer right. Go ahead. Go for it, Nadia.
Okay, now I'm not an actress like you, Deborah. I know I've
That
seen
was
you
trash.
and Sarah in some films, okay?
Oh,
But
Oh.
I'll
hey,
do
shout out to My Big Fat Life.
hey. But I will try my best, okay? Ready? Okay, and scene. Once you go black, you gonna need a wheelchair. Which one is that? What movie is that?
I do not know.
Okay, do you want me to tell you?
Wait, let me try
Wait.
and guess. Give me a year, like a year or
I
around
think
a
it was
year
like
roundabout.
the 2000s. I think it was the
Okay.
2000s.
I have a guess.
Okay, go ahead.
Is it White Chicks?
Yes! Yes! Yes, it was that guy, Latrell, I think. And then the girl came, I think she came by some other girl in the wheelchair. She's like, hey, Latrell.
I've never even seen White Chicks. I just knew that was probably what it was.
That it
I mean,
sounded
yes.
it sounded like a white white chicks quote.
All right, your turn, Sarah. You're up.
Turn.
Okay, mine's a little shorter, and I think, well, we'll see. Okay. Be sure to drink your Ovaltine, a crummy commercial, and I will not say the next line.
I know.
You got it, Deborah? What is it?
I know. A Christmas
I don't know
Story.
what it is.
Yes.
Christmas Story.
I
That
quote that
thing.
movie all the time. And no one ever knows. I was gonna use they looked at me like I had lobsters coming out of my ears, but no one knows that's what that's from.
I wouldn't have
Oh,
known
wow.
that.
Love
What part
that
was
movie.
that?
Me neither.
I think it's after he like goes on like this rant about like the Red Ryder BB gun and the mom and dad and everybody's just like, and he's like, they looked at me like I had lobsters crawling out of my ears, and I think that's hilarious.
No,
I use that quote in life.
I like fragile. Must be Italian.
I almost used that.
That's a good movie.
Oh,
Okay.
so good.
Yay.
That's funny.
Well, our
Speaking
next
of movies.
thing. Speaking of movies, go for it, Sarah.
Oh,
Sorry.
yeah. So, speaking of movies, the whole reason we are all glammed up and in front of our movie theaters settings is because it is the Oscars this weekend. Oh my gosh. Yes, it is 2 months later than usual, but does that mean I watched all the movies like I had planned? No. Did I watch a lot of them? Yes. And we are going to talk about them tonight. So I know that each one of us has, well, I think we have at least a favorite that we think deserves to win.
Yes.
So I'd love to hear yours, ladies.
Nadia, you go first because I'm not sure.
Okay. Are you sure, girl? Because I will go first if you want me to go first. Okay,
Go
girl.
first, go
No, I'm
first, go
playing.
first.
Okay. All right, I'll go. Let me get serious. Okay. Okay. For me, the one that I loved the most was Sound of Metal. And that was the one about the guy where he lost his hearing and, he had to, he ended up learning sign language and it was just very, it was hard to watch him go through that. And it just made me think that, like, because I remember at the end, he ended up taking his, when he got the implants, he ended up taking them off. And it's like,
alert.
oh, I'm
spoiler
sorry,
alert.
I'm sorry,
Spoiler alert.
sorry.
Spoiler
If
Oh, yeah,
it
we should have spoilered alert right before we started talking about
That's
this.
true. That's true.
If you don't want to hear it and we say a movie you haven't watched, just mute it for a little bit and then you can come right back and it'll be fine. But
Exactly.
that
Spoiler alert.
scene that you're talking about.
Yes. That scene that I'm talking about, it just made me think like he went through all that trouble, to get those implants and then like, so he could hear, be normal in a sense, and then it's like the sound was too much for him and he had to take them off. And it's like at that moment, it's almost like he was embracing or okay with being deaf, but just watching him go through the process, it was hard to watch. But I think that movie, that was my favorite. And I hope he wins. I hope that movie wins because hands down, like it was bomb. And it also, I wrote a little something. It made me think that in life, we have imperfections. And those imperfections are what make us unique. And they also make us, dependent on God. I told you, well, y'all know I'm the spiritual take editor. So I see a lot of things like spiritually, so sometimes I feel like God will speak to me in different ways. And I'm not saying that every handicap or what we perceive as an inefficiency that we should be happy to have it. What I am saying is that we all have something that we may not like about ourselves, but we should embrace those differences no matter what they are.
Yeah.
And so,
That's good.
I love that movie. That movie was so bomb.
I love that
About
movie
you?
also.
I agree. I liked it a lot. I actually, that's, one of the articles on Just Slay today actually is Sarah's article about
It's
all of this.
all of our
So it
article.
really is all of
Yeah.
ours.
Really, because
we
it
shared our-
was
Yeah, we
all
all
our
shared our
thoughts.
takes.
Yes.
And one of the things I thought about Sound of Metal was one, it was great. It is not my top pick, but it is number 2 for me. But I thought you were going to pick a different movie, Nadia, and I was going to come
No,
in
girl.
hot.
No, girl.
with
My
me.
Sound of Metal is where it's at.
I would love to see what this other movie is. I want to know what other movie you thought she was going to pick.
Yeah.
And talk about that.
Okay. But I will say with Sound of Metal, one of the things that I said it in the article is it definitely reminds me of addiction. And I think that's why I really, when I finished watching the movie, I felt like, wow, what a picture of how difficult it is to come out of something. And I think because when you become addicted to something, your body does change and you need it. And it becomes part of who you are, what you are, how you function. And hearing is a part of who you are, what you are, how you function. And so for him to lose his hearing is like suddenly losing that opiate, suddenly losing that heroin or losing that cocaine. And you have to figure out how to manage. And so I really enjoyed it because of that symmetry for me. I would be happy to see it win, but it isn't my top pick. My actual top is actually, it's kind of a tie. I don't,
What was it, girl?
So Judas and the Black Messiah and The Trial of Chicago 7 are tied for number 1 for me. I will give it to Judas and the Black Messiah because I go for everybody Black, but I feel like both of the movies just hit the history piece so well, and the way they kind of seem to cut in and out of what's real and what wasn't. I enjoyed that back and forth. With Judas and the Black Messiah, you had the opening scene where you see the interview, and then in the end you see the real man, and kind of you see his fate. That cut me to the quick. And then you have with the Chicago 7, just the way everything went down, and the way that they kind of teased it and gave it to us. I was here for it. So those 2 movies for me, I done.
One or the other. both tied for top.
Mainly Judas, because again, Daniel Kaluuya, and the woman that he married or that he was hooking up with, her name was Deborah.
I mean, a point, right? Whenever a character's
yes, I don't like being called Deb, but every time he said to her, I was like, "Will you talk to me?"
I love that so much.
That was too funny.
Anyway,
I actually I started watching, and I'm trying to look up something right now. I started watching Judas and the Black Messiah, and I was not in the headspace. And I remember sitting down and I was watching it, and I was like, I'm not giving my full attention to this, and I need to sit down and give my full attention. And it's a movie that my husband also wants to watch. So he's really looking forward to some of the writers on this. So we're we're going to sit down and watch this. I have a feeling it's beautiful just from the beginning. I have not watched Trial of Chicago 7, and a lot of people really like it, and I'm sure it's Aaron Sorkin, right? That's what I was looking up right now. I think it's Aaron Sorkin. I realized something when we were talking, though. I remember how I said there's no way we can predict because the Oscars have been going all over the place.
Yes.
They're kind of going all over the place. I just realized it's because somebody's going to be like, will I really like Judas? And somebody's over here is going to be like, will I really like Mank? And I think they rank them, and it ends up not always being the best picture. So now knowing that, and because I think at least Deborah and I feel the same way, like I loved Sound of Metal. I don't know that I would pick it for best picture. Knowing that, I'm wondering if that's actually going to be best picture. Now that I'm thinking,
I hope so.
I feel like that's probably it.
Yeah.
My movie that I'm picking, and it was hard because, and I think this is the one that Deborah didn't want. Nomadland. I loved Nomadland.
Oh, that was good.
The reason I think it might have some running is because, let's be honest, there's a homelessness or an unhoused crisis. Again, I don't want to but there's a lot, and everywhere,
right?
Literally, but in LA, it's been getting worse, and on the West Coast, it's been getting more and more people are living without a traditional house. However, in Nomadland, they do fight for the idea that their van is a house. I have a big critique on it. I thought it was beautifully done. I thought Chloe Zhao did a wonderful job. It felt like a documentary most of the time. I love the fact that the only two, the two main actors who were actually actors were Frances McDermott and the man who plays her boyfriend, and I can't remember what his name is at this moment, but everyone else is a nomad. They're living this lifestyle.
Wow. I didn't know that. It does.
Yeah. So, and they gave a fictionalized version of their life. There is controversy with that one. That's the only reason I'm not picking that one, because it won the Golden Globe, and I don't think so. In the past, if the Golden Globe Best Picture for drama or whatever, that one usually would win the Oscar. But it's kind of changing, and with the Golden Globe controversy, I feel like be compared, even though again, I don't think we mentioned it yet, but the Academy is a lot more diverse now.
It is.
So it's different,
which is good.
It's very good.
Yeah.
Yes. And so they've grown, and the Golden Globes hasn't. So I could see where they might want to distance themselves. I'm picking Minari. I think Minari was an absolutely beautiful film.
Either.
It's Korean. Yeah. So it's Korean. The language is mostly Korean. Mostly. It's not completely, because they're in America, and it's about a Korean family who the father decides he wants to start this farm of Korean vegetables in Arkansas. And it's semi-biographical. I know. Oh my Arkansas. Right. It was the dirt. And it's a really beautiful family drama. It's a little quiet. I mean, it's quiet. It's not super fast-paced. It maybe wraps up a little bit too nicely in the end, but I'm glad it did it. You know what I mean? I'm glad it took that road. It doesn't have
to be a tragedy always.
Exactly.
Sometimes life is good, and that's okay.
Amen to that, okay?
And
I agree.
It's semi-autobiographical, like I said. So I don't know, maybe that really is what happened, or this is the version that he would like to have happened,
Right.
The filmmaker, who I will find his name, but the woman who plays the grandmother, Esther Moon, was wait, not Esther Moon. That's the wrong name. Is it? Anyway, the woman who plays the grandmother, she's a famous Korean actress. Beautiful, beautiful job. Loved it. I was I miss my grandma. So it was a very wonderful film. I would love that to win. Reasons I don't think it will win is because an actual Korean film won last year. I know, and I don't think just how what year was it? So The Revenant didn't win, but Birdman won, and it was I think they were both in
Michael Keaton.
Yes, so I think they were both. There were
that one.
It was weird, but it was good.
It's so good. It's such a good movie, but it is really weird. I think they're both one of the three famous Mexican directors, and I can't remember which one.
I don't know the name.
It's either Cuarón or Inarritu, and I can't remember which one it is. But I think it was like Inarritu, and he did a good job, but the next year he wasn't up. You know, like I
Mhm.
think they do that. So I think
Yeah.
that's the only reason I don't think Minari will win. And like I said, I'm
Aw.
changing my prediction. I think it's going to be Sound of Metal.
I
We
hope
could be
so.
completely surprised. They
Well-
could go old school and do Mank, which in the past would have won. I'm just going to
Yeah.
say that would have
I
been
feel-
my.
I do think
Mm-mm.
though, if depending on how they feel about just all the social justice things that have happened in the last year,
Yeah.
that might fuel Judas and it
True.
might fuel to Chicago. And
Yeah,
then
I
because
agree.
because Judas, I want it to win, but I'm choosing my words here. I know how some people, white people, be sometimes. And they might not want Judas, might be too black. So
Yeah.
Chicago 7 might be the medium. If they're trying to go the justice route, then that might be
Right.
just trying to be kind of not political, but just trying to be trendy.
I mean,
with it.
this is all kind of what goes into like trying to predict, right?
Right.
What
Mhm.
wins. And I wish I had watched Judas and the
Yeah,
Black
me too.
Messiah
I'm
before this.
telling you,
I didn't watch
just
that one either.
this week. Y'all need to.
I'm
watch
gonna
this.
do it before the
It's-
Oscars, and I may have to go on and retract everything I said and like be like,
Do
never
you-
mind, this one's the one that deserves it. Like,
Do you
who
guys
knows?
know like the story about Fred Hampton? Like, are you
I know a
familiar with
little bit
him?
when it
I
came out.
don't.
I know I
don't.
looked it up, but
I only knew about him because I happened to watch a Black Panther documentary back in like maybe
Oh,
2015,
okay.
2016 or something that came on PBS.
Okay.
And they talked about him and I was like, oh my, I had no idea. And my dad grew up in Chicago, but he didn't talk about much. But so knowing about his life and about how crazy J. Edgar Hoover was,
Mhm.
the head of the FBI, like just
Yeah.
disgusting with all Black people basically, and
Yeah.
especially all Black leaders.
Mhm.
And then to see the aftermath of that, when you take out Malcolm X, you take out Martin Luther King, you take out Medgar Evers, you take out Fred Hampton, you send Huey on the run, jam Bobby Seale up and all kinds of stuff. You have this
Right.
aftermath where we just saw, you saw huge Black leadership dwindle. Then you saw
Right.
the crack epidemic, and you just see like the way that it has gone since then. I just feel like, man, what a picture of kind of a tipping point of when things just started to go awry for us. You know what I mean? When we were
Mhm.
trying to make good strides, just stuff going wrong. It's a good movie. It's
I
good.
need to watch it.
Me too. I need to check that out for
And
real.
again, Daniel Kaluuya, I mean,
Amazing. So like I would watch anything, and I think I have probably watched everything he's done.
He's so cute.
Actually,
He's so
he
handsome.
is.
There's a video of him talking about where he met Oprah for the first time, and he was like, "She smells
Aw.
beautiful," and I was like, anyway.
Love it.
I'm
I
sure he would
love
say
it.
the same about you, girl, that you smell beautiful.
He would. Oh, Daniel. Anyway, he's probably married. And let me stop because I hate when I be liking after some man and he's married and I'm like, I'm sorry to your wife.
Right, bye.
Let me see what we got in these comments. Let's see how we're doing out here.
Oh yes.
Oh, Nadia. Someone says hi, girlfriend.
Hey, girl, hey.
Oh, so someone asked, did we watch Snowfall? Did we watch Snowfall? Anybody
I
watch
have
Snowfall?
not. The posters
have
are
not.
literally everywhere in LA, and I'm like, ooh, I gotta watch that, and I have not watched it yet.
Hmm.
I forget which channel. Is it FX? It's FX, right?
FX.
I think it's an FX show.
I feel like I've heard of it, but I'm so like, I'd be scared of stuff like everything seems like it's gonna be scary. Like that show Them on Amazon, it
Oh,
is
it's
scary.
Oh, I've never
It-
seen that.
Did you
either.
watch? I
sister's been-
haven't
My
watched
sister's
it
been
yet.
watching it. My sister's been watching
Yeah.
it, and she's like, I gotta watch in the daytime. It's a little creepy.
Mm,
Oh
Like
no.
it's good. She
Yeah,
said
no,
it's
I'm
good,
good.
but it's creepy. I don't do creepy stuff, but I will try
Same.
Snowfall. You know what we should do? We should all watch Snowfall and then
Talk
and then
about
talk
it.
about it. We'll
That
do
is a great
agree.
idea.
As long as it's not scary. If it's scary, I don't do scary, or I have to watch it during
Yeah.
the daytime, see with all the lights on. Okay.
I won't do scary because I don't put the Lord did not give me a spirit of fear. So I'm not
Amen.
gonna put one in.
Hallelujah. Hey.
I'm not gonna give it to me neither.
That's
So no, I
right.
don't see.
That's right,
Let's see.
girl.
Oh, they said it's on FX. Thank you, Jonah. It's on
Okay,
FX. So
FX.
let's see if it's not scary. Then we'll watch it. It'll
Maybe,
be good.
yeah.
It'll
I was gonna
good.
be like most FX, and then I remembered American Horror Story is on
yeah.
FX.
FX is
Yeah.
crazy.
So
Remember Atlanta? Okay, but yeah. So let's see. What are the audience? How do you guys think? What do you guys think about these Oscar picks? Do you guys have any choices? Anybody have any thoughts? I want to leave it open. Anybody have any picks of their own? Who do you think got snubbed? I would love to know.
yes.
Anybody
So who
have
do you
a-
think might win?
Who do you think might win? Who do you think got snubbed? Let us know in the comments.
Who do you think
We're
doesn't
looking.
deserve to be there?
Who do you think
That
doesn't
too.
deserve to be there? Sarah, that feels loaded. Who do you think doesn't deserve to be there?
Mank? I'm just kidding.
Okay, before I watched part of it, and actually a little bit still, I'm not sure that it's up to par with the rest. I stopped watching it because I was like, wait, I can't watch this on a laptop. I got to watch this. It is very much a movie for people who love like golden age Hollywood. That's I like it's a very specific audience.
Okay.
Yeah.
Does that necessarily mean it should win Best Picture?
No.
No.
Because
Like-
Best Picture should appeal to all audiences, no?
I agree.
I think it should either be so like and this is why I kind of sometimes lead toward Nomadland, in that like if we're really picking like the best picture, only because she used actual people who are actually telling their story the way they want to tell their story, and I think that's really important. I think it should either like do such a good job that it's like totally new, and I'm not saying the Academy actually ever gets this correct, but
Yeah.
that should do something like totally new, totally like innovative, or something that can appeal to a wide audience but is also of merit and an artistic movie. Yeah, so
Yeah.
like Moonlight deserved it. There's no
Yeah.
question in my
That was
mind.
good.
Moonlight deserved that Oscar. I'm very happy that Shape of Water won when it won. I think it deserves it, but I know it's a controversial take because a lot of people did not love that movie. But I thought it was just a heartbreaking movie, and I loved it.
That sounds good. I'm fighting with my mic here. So hold on
Are you
one second
okay?
while let me mute myself so y'all don't hear all this chatter.
Oh, Nadia.
Nadia, you're on mute. What's going on, girl?
Okay, I don't know. I was having a little slightly technical difficulties. Can y'all hear me?
Yes. Yes.
Okay, yeah, I froze. I don't know what happened. Lord help us.
So yeah, so does the audience have any thoughts? So yeah, well, Mank is beautiful, or like what I saw looked super cool. It was like I was
Yes.
like, it's like I'm watching a 1940s film, and that was like,
Yeah.
give him credit for that, right?
I agree.
I
And the
don't
hair,
know. And the
makeup,
hair, yes, the hair
fashion,
and yes, I
the
kept thinking
fashion,
about what you said with the
yes.
costuming.
Mm.
Yeah, the costuming, hair and makeup, the lighting in that movie
Yes,
was really
it was
good,
on
which is
point.
it was so yeah. So
Yes.
agree with that. But is it more like just like a cool movie that I'm glad is out there, or is it like really
Yeah.
making us think? Is it really, like
Yes.
Nomadland's kind of making us think. Minari is making us think. Judas and the Black Messiah is making us think.
Chicago 7 is making us think.
Chicago
Okay,
7.
yes, it is.
Yes,
It really
I
is
think that's
good.
like the
Yeah.
one oh we keep forgetting
Also,
about.
Sacha Baron Cohen in that movie. I didn't know he played serious roles because I don't really follow him that much. I've only seen him in Borat,
Right.
but that was really, really strong. He was really, 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 really good. Anyway,
For anyone in the audience looking to try to watch these films, Trial of Chicago 7 is on Netflix. So if you have
Yeah.
for
Netflix,
$3.99, you ain't got to pay nothing.
take it.
Okay. And Nomadland is on Netflix or Hulu.
Hulu.
That's right.
And
Yeah,
Sound of
that's
Metal
right.
is free on Amazon Prime. If you've got Amazon Prime, you got that movie for free.
Yes. Or you can do that
Exactly.
free trial. Okay. You can
Yeah.
do that free trial so you can watch it. Don't forget to cancel your subscription.
Don't.
Yeah. Yes.
Otherwise, they will charge you after that 30
Yes,
days.
they will. And Judas and the Black Messiah, you got to pay for that. So that was
Yeah.
It
that
was
was a
free
hit,
if you
but
had it was
worth the money.
freemium if you had HBO Max for a while, but yeah, and I think it's
I
one
didn't
that I
have
would
enough
feel
time.
comfortable paying for.
It was
so.
it's worth the money, but it is just upsetting when you have to pay that money. But it was worth
I
it.
know.
Yes, unfortunately.
I'm trying to see. Nobody had any thought. Oh, let's see.
Yeah,
Someone said, "Ooh, Jonah, good suggestion." That actually one night in Miami. She called that.
Yes.
And I'm half and half on that because I loved it. Everybody super handsome.
Of course.
Acting was amazing. Again, I'm super single. If there's any men watching, this finger is empty, and you could be the one to fill it. So
Okay. Oh, and me too. Me too.
Oh, yeah,
My,
yeah.
I'm single
Sarah's
too.
not single.
I'm
Don't look
not.
at Sarah, but
Don't look
Deborah
at my
and
nails.
Nadia- Deborah and Nadia are in the market.
Yeah,
But one night in
exactly.
Miami was really, really good. I thought the whole thing, like for it to be just four dudes talking, it kept my attention the whole time. But I felt like it was more like sitting in theater. And I think it's an adaptation of an actual play, right?
I think so.
And it felt like that to me. So for me, it didn't feel like
So
a movie enough.
kind of like a neat, and again, like, but and if you're gonna make that argument, then Mank is a kind of a similar thing where it's not
True.
theater, but it's definitely like we're watching a very specific, very niche
For
thing.
this group of people.
Right.
Yes, it's
right.
made for this group of people. I
And
was
it wasn't-
sad. Oh, go ahead. Sorry.
Oh, sorry. I was gonna say, and it wasn't diverse enough. I think maybe I saw like 2 Black people, like total
Oh, in
And what-
Mank.
in
okay.
Mank. Yes.
I was like, there were like a lot.
One, two,
One night
okay.
in Miami
Just
was
kidding.
black men.
But
But
one
yes,
my
yes.
I will say I was really sad that Regina King did not get recognized for Best Director. And she was in the Golden Globes, and I'm like a big Regina King fan. So I was just like, yes. And we had 3 women, and this time we have 2, which is still a big deal. Like
Mhm.
it's amazing that we have 2 women, and one is a woman of color, but recognized. But I do feel like she got snubbed in that category. And it's yeah, I'm still not over that.
And I think we said it, but just in case, I think someone asked how can they watch Judas and the Black Messiah? You can watch it on Amazon. It's $19.99 on Amazon. I think is it on YouTube too?
Yes,
I
it's
think
also on
so.
YouTube.
It's on YouTube, so you can
But
rent it for
same.
$19.99. And I think
Mhm.
mine, I would give you my thing, but it ran out because I watched it the day before yesterday. So otherwise, I would share with you the password, but it's gone, and I'm not buying it again.
I mean, at that point, you might as well own it, right?
Okay.
Yeah, I'll wait till it come out
Exactly.
and I'll just hold it. But yeah, One Night in Miami was a really good one. Yeah, anybody else have any suggestions or any thoughts? Or if not, we can, while you're thinking, I'll give you another second to think, and I'll remind you to go onto our social media. If you haven't already, follow us on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter at Just Lay Live. That's us. That's who we are. And you can be a part of that. And then if you have not, and you're sitting here right now looking at our screen, looking at our pretty faces, look just below our faces and hit that subscribe button, please. Our next podcast is going to be on May 4th. And
Yes.
we will be talking. We're going to do it, guys. We're going to talk about Snowfall. I just got word from our producer that's happening.
Yes.
So
Yes.
we all have to watch
okay.
it unless it's too scary.
All right.
in which case
And then we can talk about how it's
we
too
can
scary.
talk about how it's
Yes.
too scary.
And
So-
how Nadia had to sleep with the lights on all night. Okay.
Exactly that. So yes, May 4th will be our next Just Lay Live podcast. Tell your friends, gather everybody up, and make sure that y'all come with some popcorn and some comments, because we want to share this fun time with you. It's going to be good. It's going to be good.
Yes.
And then let's see what comes next. What comes next? You've been freed. What movie? I mean, what show? It's Hamilton. It's fine. Anyway,
I was like, I don't know that one.
there was no reason. I just sing Hamilton songs for every
Hey.
moment of my life still.
I love it,
Okay.
and I'm sad that I didn't get it right away because I love Hamilton. I
nice.
joke that all of my algebra and geometry, like the brain cells were like, we got to delete it. We got to learn all of Hamilton. You've got to
It's
learn this
fair.
rap, like
But
right
that-
now.
Hey, there's nothing wrong with that.
There
nothing
isn't
wrong with
anything wrong with it. It is a fantabulous show.
that.
It is one
is.
of those things, like in any moment, I'm like, well, the world turned upside down. Just no reason. Just okay.
I'm
I
glad
guess
I'm
we're
not the
gonna-
only one that does that, because just the other day I
Yes.
was talking to my friend and I broke out into "I Just Can't Wait to Be King"
Oh,
from Lion King. I'm like, I was having my own
Yes.
little party over here. My friend was like, "Oh, girl, I have you on speaker." I was like, "Oh, okay, go ahead and take me
I was
right off
just
speaker, okay?"
take me off
No,
of
like
that.
more fans, right?
Right, exactly.
Well, we'll look. Let me see one more time. Anybody got any questions? Y'all not rocking. Y'all just listening, which we appreciate. I love how everybody in the comments is just enjoying this and having a good time. Thank you guys for coming out
Yes.
here and watching us. This has
Absolutely.
been a absolute blast. So yay, Just Slay Live.
Yay. Well, I think that this was a really, really good discussion.
Yeah.
I really enjoyed myself tonight. What about you, ladies?
Love.
Loved it.
You
Loved
guys are silly and
Stimulated. I will be
I'm having
so energized the rest of the night.
Same
It's always
here.
lovely to talk with you all.
Yes.
Yeah, same here. And you all, don't forget to follow us, or first subscribe, like Deborah had mentioned, subscribe to our YouTube channel. And also for more Just Slay content, you can follow us on Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter at Just Slay Live. And also, if you are, I'm also have my own social media page as well. If you want any of my content, you can follow me on Twitter and Instagram at n.wells. That's n.wells. And you can follow me on Instagram or Twitter. Deborah, where can we follow you at?
You can find me at I'm usually the best place is Instagram, but Instagram and Twitter, my handle is at Debra_Elana. That is DEBRA_ELANA. I'm a singer and songwriter, so you can also find me on Spotify, or anywhere that you get your music. If you're a Tidal person, if you're an Amazon person, if you're a Apple Music person, I'm there. Look for me. Debra Elana, DEBRA_ELANA will get you everywhere you need to go. Oh, Sarah,
And-
where you got?
Oh yes, I will plug myself in a second. I just want to say that I listened to I was literally on repeat listened to Deborah's praise and worship at the altar. That song was my Lenten song. I played that so much. Yes, I was like I'm in love with that song. Yes, I wanted to give that to you for Instagram, our music. And I was like, I hope she's not like, you're just trying to butter me up. But no, I'm like serious. I've been like, oh,
Your
Oh,
music
and-
is bomb though, girl. Like
Thanks,
real, same here. And
you
I'm not just saying
guys.
that. You do have some
I'm
bomb
here
music.
blushing.
So,
You got
yes,
me giving me
For
chills.
any of
I'm
you guys,
embarrassed.
check her out too. She's on iTunes.
seriously.
Her music is really, really bomb, y'all.
Lady,
Check her
I
out.
wasn't ready.
Oh, I didn't mean
Love
to
it.
catch Deborah off guard. But seriously, check her out. She's
Thank you.
so great. I love her
Yes.
music.
Me too.
Thank you, guys. The new EP is out. Experience. Find that everywhere you find music. Okay.
Hey, hey.
Now, Sarah, talk
Yes.
about you. Stop talking about me.
I am not a well. I sing in a choir. That's all I do. That's my kind of singing. So don't look that up. But I am a writer. You can find me on Twitter at the Sarah SARAH Grace GRACE V as in Victor, and on Instagram Sarah Grace Villarreal. Yeah, I hope that somebody puts that in the chat. If any of my friends are in there, put it in the chat because that's a hard name to spell.
Got it.
But definitely come check me out on Twitter. This has been so much fun. I
Yes, it
enjoyed
has.
having this chat with you all. I enjoyed having you all in the audience. Oh, yes. Deborah, do you want to? We just got some
Yes,
word from our
We got
producer.
some, yes, we did. And let me just make sure that I say, we said follow us on Just Slay Live on Instagram. That's because we love to interact with y'all and have a good time with y'all.
Yes.
We be trying to post little silly stuff so y'all can get into it and chit chat with us. So it's not just about the magazine. We're posting about what's happening and we're posting about how we're feeling each and every day. So come join
Yeah.
us on Instagram at Just Slay Live so you can be a part of the fun. It's a great time. You're going to like it. And it's interactive. You can share your music with us, share your thoughts with us. You can see what we're thinking about, what we're singing about.
Mhm.
Be on our Instagram. It's good. Okay. at
It's
Just
fun.
Slay
It's a
Live.
community. It's
It is.
totally a wonderful community. Just like tonight. If you had fun tonight, come follow us on all of the social media. Follow us again. I'm going to plug it one more time. Follow and subscribe, or like and subscribe. But thank you for joining us tonight. Don't forget to subscribe. I'm Sarah Grace with Just Slay. God bless. Bye, y'all.
Bye, you guys. Have a good
Bye.
evening.
Good night.